Hello, guys. It's Friday night. I'm Howard Brock, and it's Lucky Dice Live. Glad to have y'all on the show. As you can see, I'm solo tonight. We are. Nate is out, so it's just me. I get to talk to you, me and I and me. Um, Let's see. I got some bleed through. Let me see if I can solve that real quick. Uh, there we go. So I got a few things to talk about. Nothing. First of all, how's everybody enjoying Lantern Legacy? I know I am immensely. It's the funnest set that I've had in a while, and I mean, I like Spider Verse, but Spider Verse wasn't that fun to play, especially in sealed. It's got some good stuff in there. I mean, Smash and Destroy was fun because there was a lot of attacking, um, but maybe not as much tech. Um, I think, and sometimes sometimes it could be, hey Nicole, um, sometimes it won't be, sometimes it won't be, sometimes it's a little bit of imbalance when you play Smash and Destroy. I mean, you could get some really good stuff in there. All right, dang it. Why am I getting this blow? Let me mute this. Hold on, just 1 second. Mute, mute, and speaker. Bear with me. I'm trying to mute the computer so I'm not hearing the stuff coming back through. Speakers, microphones, headphones. Uh, there it is. And mute. There we go. Sorry about that. So, anyways, as I was saying, Collector's Trove was fun. I don't know if it was that much. I don't know if it was that fun in a sealed environment. Um, it offered us some meta. Uh, Masters of Time was a lot of fun, but again, there sometimes was imbalance. But we also got some meta there and some good pieces. So why do I like Lantern Legacy? It just feels a little fresh. I think the fact that um, there's a lot of. I think that when we played our sealed, that it seemed like no matter what you pulled, there was a way to put together something decent to play with. Of course, there's always something better than others, but it just seemed like there was a lot of stuff in it. There seems like there's a lot of stuff in the set. Now this, if you're play wise, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I think it's. I mean, there's just a lot of flight. There's leadership. There's a lot of stuff that makes it a lot of attack. Um, there's not too much that I don't like in the set. I do see meta. I do see. I think it's going to mix well in the stuff that we've got. I think we're going to see a lot of Lantern teams. I think that some of this stuff mixes with the other. I think it's going to be a very interesting worlds. I haven't had enough time to play or try to plan on playing in worlds and trying to build a new meta team with the new stuff. But I'll sit down eventually and get and do that. I was lucky enough to pull on the first week of our sealed. I got to pull a red lantern themed booster pack, and it was awesome. It was really really fun to play with. Poison, penetrating poison, poison. I had the red ring, poison, 3 squares out. Um, I noticed on the auction last night that we ran, or not last night, but on Wednesday night, we had everything sold except for one thing, which I thought was very. I thought I think people are missing something. One of the best pieces I thought in the set, especially when I was playing the Red Lantern, was Laura, the B version, the one that's red. I don't know if you guys are paying any attention to her, but she's got Battle Fury. She's got flight. She's got charge. Um, if she's on a theme team, her poison works 3 squares out, and you can give her the ring where it's penetrating, but I didn't put it on her, but you can. And she has this crazy attack. She can attack 3 characters at one time. She can charge and attack, and also she her poison can happen after she moves. So she literally can attack 3 people at one time because she's got 3 lightning bolts, and she gets to roll blades for each figure. Okay, that's pretty darn good. Now she's got decent. She's got 11 attack. She's got an 18 defense, which is decent, and so she gets to roll for blades for each character that she hits, which is different. I don't know if we've seen that before, but I can't remember right off the bat. We may have had something that rolled for blades, claws, fangs for each attack roll. But anyway, she gets to do that. Then she can then poison whoever she's next to after she's moved next to them, and she might could even poison somebody else because of the ring if something else is 3 squares away. I thought she was really good. Now her downside is it's a plus side. She's got Battle Fury, so she goes through shape change, which is big today. She also the Battle Fury means she's got range, and she can't make a range attack, at least not on her opening clicks, which is kind of funny. I always think it's when they got range in Battle Fury. So she's got that, and then she can't be carried, which kind of sucks because you could actually pick her up and set her somewhere and do poison with her. But her team up card, it was the only thing on Wednesday night that did not sell. Okay, so she's got all those same things, except the team up card allows a theme team with her on it. Hey George, a theme team with her on it that they still have Battle Fury, but for carrying purposes they can be carried. And I think I don't know why people didn't. I'm not big into team up cards overall, but that's a team up card that if you're putting together the right team, is worth having and playing with her. It's a great Red Lantern. If you're playing a Red Lantern poison team, she's a great figure to have on that team. And if you're going to play her, you would play her team up card. So why that card, which I thought, again, I'm not big into team up cards. I think they're a cool deal. I don't think that I have played a team up card the entire time they've been released. And I see very few of them played in tournaments. But that team up card is actually one that I'm keeping for myself, and that I probably will play. If I build a Red Lantern poison team, I'm going to put her on it, and I'm going to use that team up card, because the other thing that's cool about War of Light is almost everybody in the set flies. Almost, not all. But I don't think we've seen a set like this before where I don't know what the percentage of flyers are, but it's pretty darn high. I know that I've had teams that I've been playing with, and everybody's got the flight symbol, which is great in today's game because thank God flyers can carry flyers. Back in the day you couldn't, but now you can. And of course, if you got the Green Lantern team ability and you got a flyer, they can carry everybody. Well, I was playing. I think there's some stuff that maybe has the Green Lantern team ability and the Red Lantern team. I'm not sure, but anyway, my point is she's great, and I don't know why that particular. I think everybody missed that team up card, and because I think it's one of the better ones in the set, and I think it's one that I personally want to have, and it's probably the first one that I've really considered that I wanted to play with. So anyways, Red Lantern theme team is lots of fun. Highly recommend playing that if you guys don't if you haven't. If you pulled that, I imagine if you played it right, you probably did pretty good in your seals. Um, I've seen some. I had another team I had the other night. See, what did I play with? I didn't win with it. I played in the finals and lost a pretty close game. And I had this guy. I don't remember what his name is. Is the guy with the? He's got a big head. He's a Green Lantern, and he gets +3 on his willpower rolls, or +1 for his willpower rolls, and he can attack, and he's got a lot of stuff going for him, and he also ignores blocking when he attacks. So I had him. I had the Chase Hal, which is, I don't think he's great, but he's got prob and he's got some other stuff that he can do. I had the Batman, with 19 defense and running shot, and he's good. And what else did I had? I had one other thing. I had one more thing. Oh, I had the Red Lantern recruit. So I had some poison there, charge, and he also had perplex. So I had all the ingredients. I had outwit, perplex, prob, and good attackers. So it was a good team, and I also saw on stealth, and I had stealth. What beat me is I killed just about everything but the main guy, and I'd hit him down just a little bit. But that Sinestro super rare is really good. He's the one that's got he's got invincible, and he's got a lot of good attack powers. He's in 19 defense. He's hard to deal with, and the guy I was playing had 3 perplexers. I ended up knocking him out later in the game. In the game, but it ended up that it was a close game, and at the end I had 2 figures that were pretty well damaged against one of his guys, and the time ran out. But I think he would have won anyway. I think his. You never know with rolls, but I was still in the game, and but that Sinestro's good. And I've seen a lot of other stuff being played. Question is a very interesting piece. Somebody else was playing something that did something really good, and I don't remember what it was, but it gave shape change. So many interesting pieces in this set, and so many ways to build a team that's got a lot of continuity and stuff going for it. I like the set a lot. It's I don't know if it could be a combination of looking at Smashed for so long, and just looking forward to the Lantern set coming out, to the Lantern set being fresh, to I think it's well made. I think that it's a lot of fun. It's the funnest. I don't know when I've had this much fun. I also don't know when I've had this much fun opening things up in a while. Yeah, I think value-wise, I think that this set, I think that it is high value. The chases are good. They're good value. I think that you're getting a construct. You're getting probably a legacy card. I looked at the value of a normal brick, and it far exceeded MSRP. If you buy a brick, you will have more money. You will have more money than what you paid. Just point blank. It's just, the stuff is that good. I think that there's enough value in the set between the constructs and the team up cards and the one shots and the super rares, the primes. The only thing that I can even say is what I did notice was something a little weird, is now what they did is that construct is taking up, normally when I open up a lot of bricks, I have a huge amount of commons, in excess of 20 to 50 commons when I'm opening up stuff. Now I still have a pretty good bit, but I don't have as much as I normally do. There's 2 reasons why. One, the the rings took up a slot in the booster, which it looks to me like that was a common slot. Okay. Number two is that we have so many variations of some of the commons, Hal Jordans, Kyle Rayners, and even in the uncommons it's a little bit that way. But because we have such a higher, I don't remember what the number was, but how many actual commons they are if you count A, B, C, D, but it's pretty high. So what I'm seeing is that the common is not as common as what it normally is. The uncommon is not as common as what the uncommon normally is. It's more uncommon. And the rares look about the same. The super rares look about the same. The chases look the same. The primes look the same. I pulled everything in the set out of all my boosters except for one particular legacy card that I didn't even catch until I pulled it a few days later. And so I've looked and seen everything in the set. I think that because stuff is not as common in the common and uncommon category, and the primes and the chases and everything is really good. And then you've got the bonus of the team up, the constructs. I rate this set as a high value set. If you were hesitant about buying bricks or cases, you should not be hesitant in this particular set. You're going to get your money out of it value wise. If you're buying it, if you were to buy this set, if you wanted to keep certain things and you wanted to get rid of certain things, if you were satisfied with everything you got in this set, I think buying a case, even at MSRP, which you don't have to, I think that you actually can sell the stuff in that case for more than what you paid. And that's why I rate this as a high value set. And the fact that the set's fun, the set's got meta pieces in it, it's fresh, it's desired. I think the sculpts are really good. It's really funny, I was looking at the two Mogo, and I don't remember what the other one's called, but I was looking at the two chases that are planets. And I saw people were complaining about it, that WizKids could have done a better job on those particular pieces. And I'm like, they look fine. What's wrong with you guys? Because I was looking at them online, I was just seeing a 2D dimensional picture, and I thought they looked really cool. So I didn't really understand why everybody was complaining. Then when I got my case and I opened it up, I kind of understand now. I mean, the picture looks really good. If you look at a picture, the figures look really good. But when you hold it in your hand, I mean, it's the same kind of sculpt as the Superman Ultra Chase was, where you had Superman going around the Earth. It looks like they used the same thing, except they had the Earth, but they replaced the planets here. But that sculpt worked for Superman. But I don't know that it really worked for these guys. I mean, pretty much they just took a circle and stuck it, and then put stuff on it, sticker, painted, or whatever they do. And it looks good, straightforward, especially from a picture view. But holding in your hand, you're like, this is a chase. There ought to be more to it. I think if they would have made it a globe and did something with it as a globe, and did some stuff to it, where you had the different, anyway, I think that would have been better. I don't know, but I just know that I didn't understand why people were complaining, but I kind of understand. Not that I'm complaining, I'm completely happy with it, but I do understand why some people are like, man, this is a chase that doesn't have that feel. The other chases, and a lot of the stuff in the set, I thought it has really good sculpts. I really liked, the Atrocitus is really good, obviously. The Superman chase is really good. The Batman chase the Batman chase is good. I liked a lot of the rares and stuff. I think it's a good set. So overall, I'm happy. Now the impact of this set's going to be interesting because we're getting the set released. We have a month to Worlds, and now people are going to be employing brand new stuff that nobody's seen played yet um, at Worlds. I was going to run a regional, and I just changed my mind because I just got so much stuff going on. I got a friend that is supposed to be flying in, and I wanted to spend the day with him rather than us running a tournament. So I just elected not to run something and pass. So we're going to be going into the tournament kind of blind into a way. I think you'll see some old stuff. I think that people have been playing. I think you'll see some new stuff that nobody's seen, and I think that you're going to see a mix of new stuff and old stuff. And it's going to be fascinating to watch Worlds. I think it's probably um, there's going to be somebody that comes up with something that nobody thought of. That's what's going to be cool about Worlds. They're all when you have meta introduced. You know, we're not just talking about that, but we've also got a lot of iconics that's been released that is subject to impacting. I mean, I think somebody's going to probably play the Heralds out of Galactus. I really haven't looked at the dials on the Batcave. But I know the Batcave looks cool, but I don't know what the dials are. We got the Sandworm that somebody's liable to incorporate into a team. Lots of new stuff. It'll be from a. I think I'm more fascinated with watching what people come up with this Worlds than I have been in a while. I think that we're going to get to see creativity, and I like watching creativity. I think it's going to be pretty cool to see what everybody comes up with. So we'll see. See how much longer we got. Still got over a half an hour. Still got a ways to go. There's not a whole lot of news to talk about other than what we've been talking about with Lantern, and that Worlds is coming up. Now, something that they did differently that they've never done before, and I think it's good and there's bad with it, and that is that you now could actually not just register for the events, but you could pay for your events. So they set up a system where you could go in to the WizKids site and you paid, and then that auto put you into the tournament on HC units. That's cool. Howsoever, it makes you where you have to make decisions on what you're going to be doing. Now, I'm doing something different this year. I'm not playing in as many events, big events, as I normally do. I think multiple reasons. Time and effort to put in to come up with something to play competitively with it. I want to have fun. I'm worried about. I just don't. Sometimes, you know, I like to win. I'm like, and I know, and I realize now that I'm not putting in the effort to come up with teams to be very competitive. And so when I'm not competitive, or when I play and I'm not competitive, even though I feel like I know what I'm doing, I'm fighting against stuff that I'm not ready for, and I'm playing anyway. So it ends up pissing me off. And I'm looking at all that time I've spent playing this one thing and really getting pissed off about it. So I decided I'm not going to get pissed off. So what I did is I bought battle royals from Thursday to Sunday and maxed them out. And so I'm planning on playing. There looked like there were some really cool tournaments that I would have liked to play in, but I'm like, if I'm going to be playing battle royals, I might as well go for the battle royal championship. And if I'm going to do that, you really can't deviate from playing battle royals. You have to play battle royals the whole time, because if you miss a day or miss some time and you're in the running, that's enough that somebody else is going to overtake you. So I also know, one, I enjoy playing battle royals. Two, I think that you can win more and get more prizing playing battle royals than playing in the tournaments. And three, I'll be happy all week. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I also I did buy one ticket. I will take a team to play in Worlds, and I bought a ticket for Worlds, and I will wait to see how I feel, I will look at how I'm doing in the battle royals. If I'm in the running, I will look at and watch what's going on there, and I may end up deviating from my plan of playing in battle royals and flip over to Worlds and play in Worlds. And if I do, I do. But I mean, I didn't buy tickets for anything else. I just bought tickets for those. I figured if I had to, I could give somebody my battle royal tickets if I end up changing over to that. But that's my plan. This is a different plan than I've had in Worlds in the last 20 years. I just don't. That's where my head is right now. And I know Silver, which we created and supported, is on Thursday, and there's a big. But I didn't want to drive in Wednesday night. I want to drive in Thursday morning, and I also want to play in Battle Royals. So I'm bypassing the Silver tournament. I'm bypassing all the tournaments. There are some tournaments that I would have liked to play in that I think was fun, but then I have to sacrifice Battle Royals. And again, I'm going to be playing Battle Royals to see if I can win the Battle Royal Championship, and so you deviate any from that, you're kind of screwed. It would be nice if, Whiz Kids, the way they got it, I may even make the suggestion. I think that it instead of having because you're in a situation where you're getting, if you play, you're in the running. If you don't, if you want to do some of this and some of that, it's gonna take you out. I think that maybe they should have put a minimum amount of games minimum amount of battle royals that you could play, and you could play more than that. But anyway, you take your top 5, top 6, top 7 finishes in battle royals. That way, if you want to deviate one day and do something else, it allowed you to, instead of just playing in battle royals one after the other. And there's another thing that WizKids does, and I know why they do it, but I don't like it. They took away the play in demand. I know why they do it, and it's very organized for them. They seat everybody gets up, and it's easier to do for them. But I do think they run less battle royals doing that, and I know that we get to play in less battle royals than that. I think I maxed out on the days, and because of the way the breaks are, where you got they are putting an hour and a half for every battle royal, even though the battle royal doesn't take an hour and a half. They're attributing every battle royal to have be played for an hour and a half from your events. So I think the most battle royals that you can play in one day there, and that's, I played around with the times, and it's playing in, like they have one battle royal that you get that they throw in Chase retail boosters as prizing. I don't know if they call it a premium or whatever it is, but you had to mix the times up, and the most battle royals I could get in on a day was 5. I know back in the day when I was playing and we were just constantly playing, we could get in 8 to 10 in a day, because you would go through one, you'd prize out, and you'd go get right back in line with your tickets. So they're not doing as much, in my opinion, as what they did. But I do understand it's easier to control. But speaking as somebody that runs these events, that I don't think it's that difficult to do a play on demand. And as long as I'm running events, unless I'm told to do something differently by a power that's over me, I will always be doing play on demand. I like them better. If you need a break, you just take a break. And you can go get something to eat for 20 minutes. You come back and jump back in line. I just like, as soon as you got 8 people, you go sit down and you play. The time isn't that hard to keep up with. I mean, I've been a judge over 6 or 7 battle royals running all at the same time, and it's not that hard to keep up with the time. It's just really, really, really not. I would rather do it that way. It keeps me busy and keeps me active and keeps time going by. But that's me. Not everybody wants to do that. Maybe not everybody can handle running multiple events at one time. I do it all the time. I mean, not only just multiple events, but I do multiple games sometimes. Sometimes I'm doing a One Piece slash Magic slash a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament all at one time. It doesn't really bother me. So um, I'm sorry I got a little fly or something, little gnat in here. It's bugging me. I'm gonna get it eventually. So anyway, that's the things. Now, for me personally, the next now and the next month. I mean, starting with Legacy, everything has been just so crazy. I'm so busy right now. Houston and I both. Houston's my daughter. For those that don't know, we've both really been busy in the shop. We hired our first employee a few weeks ago because we're growing and we have events going on and we're just growing profusely. It's amazing right now what I'm seeing. Our growth spurt right now is just nuts. Um, we're selling we're selling lots of product of every sort, every release. It's like I said, it's amazing, and I'm very happy about it. Um, but the next month, starting with HeroClix, is just nuts. I mean, so we just had a HeroClix pre-release and release. We got a Lorcana pre-release coming up this weekend. Okay, my guy's out, so my daughter and I have to run it. This makes me unhappy because this is the start of football season on Saturday, so I'm getting out of there just as quick as I can because I'm definitely going to be out of there to watch the Alabama game. So Saturday's a big day for me because I really like college football. Um, so we got that. Then next week, I'm going up to the Alliance show with my friends, and we're going to be looking at new product and talking to new people. I've got some particular people, particular game makers that I want to talk to, and I have some complaints. Gundam, Bandai's going to hear from me. I'm also wanting to talk to Pokemon, and I'm also wanting to talk to Renegade Games. There's also a lot of new product that we're going to get to see. DC Comics is at the Alliance show for the first time ever. We can now get comic books directly through Alliance. They've set up to go that direction, and we're going to get to hear about them. We have a special Thursday morning. What they do is they usually let us all go sit down. They do a presentation and they give us all free games. And we're supposed to be getting something extraordinarily special on Thursday morning from Ravensburger and Lorcana. So I'm kind of excited about that. Army Painter's got a new product out. It's called Speed Paint and their pens. So you can actually paint with pens on your figures and stuff now. I'm hoping that I get to see that. I've already ordered a display. Anyway, we get to see a lot of new products, new games. We get to play. They feed us and they allow us to play games during the night. We get points, raffle tickets, and the raffle tickets allow us to win product that they raffle off. And they also raffle off the booths. We get a lot of freebies. We get to go to a lot of seminars. We get to meet a lot of people. I've got a meeting planned with WizKids. They have a new general manager. His name is Michael. Can't remember what his last name is, right? Michael Webb. Michael. So a lot of things have been going on at WizKids. Michael is Justin's replacement. But I thought somebody else was going to be his replacement, but they ended up doing a lot of things. The vice president, Jake, if you guys don't know him, is no longer with WizKids. They're streamlining. They're doing things different now. I don't know all the details. I do know that Justin was the president, Jake was the vice president, and they had another vice president that I never met, and they had a lot of other people that was. Hold on just a second. Let me get this guy removed. Add to block list. There we go. Got that guy removed. So now I met him at. I met the new guy at Origins, and we agreed at that time to have a meeting, and I've got a meeting set up with him next week to talk about a few things, introduce myself, and anyway, he's not giving himself as a president. He's listing himself as a general manager, and then there are no more vice presidents there, and a lot of the same staff is there. Now the guy that I met, I liked a lot, and I think he's gonna. I don't know, what his direction is, but he's a very likable guy. He, excuse me, he used to work for Alliance, so he's going to feel comfortable there. In fact, I recognize his face. I never had really any interaction with him before of any seriousness, but when I went up to Alliance shows, I know I met him there, and he was doing something. It could have been back. They let us go through the warehouse when we're there and pick out and buy stuff. They also we also get to meet everybody, and we get badges, and we get all these things that are done to him. And one of these things, I met him. I remember him. I remember the face, but it didn't really mean anything to me at the time. So now he is over. He's over WizKids, and they are. As you guys know, or you should, if you didn't know, you should know. So, Alliance, Diamond Comics went bankrupt. They were going to sell to a company, and then Diamond Comics also owned, or Alliance was under them. Well, Diamond was in the red, was a company that was struggling, and Alliance wasn't. So Alliance bought themselves out, and Alliance is now independent, and they're off and running. And then Diamond was in there in limbo, and now NECA owns WizKids. NECA bought Diamond. So now Diamond is owned by NECA, which owns WizKids. Now, if you guys don't remember this, but years and years ago, the only place that you could buy HeroClix from was from Alliance. Now, you could buy other WizKids products from other distributors, but they had a firm grip on HeroClix. So if you wanted to buy HeroClix, you had to have an account in Alliance. So they had exclusivity. At least domestically. I think internationally they still had something. Well, when I say Alliance, I mean Diamond Alliance. So you could, if you had a Diamond account or an Alliance account, you could buy HeroClix. There was some kind of deal made, and I don't know the exact details in it, but along with that exclusivity, Diamond Alliance has been warehousing all of WizKids' product that was their own. So they had product that they bought from WizKids that was in their warehouse that belonged to Alliance, but they also stored and kept all of WizKids' product, con exclusives, bricks, anything pertinent was kept at Diamond and kept at Alliance, okay, which there's several warehouses all over the country, but everything was stored there. I don't know if they did that for free or if that was a deal for them getting exclusivity, but all I know is there was a deal. So when the bankruptcy happened, there was some concern, I think, because at that time, there was still, not all, but there was a lot of WizKids products still in Diamond warehouses. And Alliance was doing all the shipping. Alliance and Diamond was doing all the shipping for WizKids, okay? So it's really nuts, but they would actually ship to other distributors. So everything, there was some, again, I don't know the deal, but they handled all the WizKids product. So when you've been hearing about things changing and slowing down, and that they've got a new things in place and they're getting used to the logistics and everything, what that really is that NECA has bought Diamond, and they now basically have their own warehouses and they can ship their own stuff. So lots of things in the change. I think that Alliance is not going to be. I think there's a transition that Alliance is just going to have Alliance product, and that WizKids' product is going to be at Diamond. I'm pretty sure that's what's all. I don't know. This is just a little bit of strong speculation on my end, and I've also seen some of it. Like I just got some product shipped from WizKids, and it came from Diamond in Olive Branch, Mississippi, which is right below Memphis. So is that handy for WizKids to have a warehouse basically right below Memphis? I think so. I think that's kind of a handy thing, especially for Worlds. I think that means that they can get their product fairly easily over there. So you see where I'm going. I think there's been a lot of change, and with NECA buying that, and I think WizKids, because I've been very involved on both with shipping and stuff and seeing things through the distributors and through Rock and through everything else. I think there's been some frustration over the last few years of product getting to people on time and in the right way. And I think that more or less now WizKids has got, because NECA owns those warehouses, I think has more control. And I think that that's everything that they're going to. So times are changing, and it's like I said, I don't know everything. When I tell you that I think that maybe that WizKids stored stuff for free, I don't know that they stored stuff for free. It might have just been a really good rate. I don't know, but I know that there was a deal, and I know that that's where stuff was at, and I also know from talking through WizKids is that over the last few years there has been consistently things found that nobody knew was in the warehouses, and I also know there's been stuff looked for in the warehouses that nobody could find. It's just been a nightmare logistically for accounting and for trying to keep up with product over the last few years for WizKids, and I think that that's something they've been trying to get a grip on and do better. And I think that all of this stuff that's going on with the new purchases is all part of getting all that straight. So that's a lot of information I just shared with you, and some of it is speculation, some of it is strong speculation. But I mean, I think it's just putting the pieces together that just seem to add up that way. So as I was saying, got a lot of stuff going on. Got the Alliance show coming up, and then there is a Magic release. There is another Gundam release. There is another One Piece release. There's a Pokemon release, and there's a Yu-Gi-Oh release, all coming up next month. Some of them right on top of when I'm supposed to go to the Alliance show. So lots of stuff going on in my life, besides all the just regular stuff that's always taking up time also. Don't even count the kids in baseball and all the other things that just part of normal life. So it can be really, the next month is going to be very hectic for us. A lot of stuff going on, and of course we got Worlds. I was saying with the Alliance show, it's actually when Worlds is coming up. There's a lot of stuff going on in the store. So much stuff that it makes me worry and be reluctant about even leaving, but I think it'll be all right. Just got a lot of events going on. Also, HeroScape. That's another game. If you guys have not played HeroScape, I strongly advise it. It's a very easy game to adapt to for HeroClix players. Probably easier for them than any other game, miniature-wise, to adapt to because there's so much similarity. What separates HeroClix in HeroScape from other miniature games is movement and line of sight and distance. Most miniature games you have to bring out a tape measure or some kind of measuring tool to measure between to see if you have enough range to hit somebody. HeroClix and HeroScape, HeroClix you count squares, and in HeroScape you count tiles, which is basically the same thing, just a different. HeroClix, you count from center square to center square for if you can see them. That doesn't apply on HeroScape. HeroScape, you look from the eyeball of the figure to, and if they can see in any certain area on the figure that it's attacking, even if it's behind something, if you can see something, you can shoot it. And and it's none of this center square to center square stuff. And as far as height goes, it doesn't matter. Of course, I mean, with HeroClix, you have to imagine the height of the walls and what their figures look like when they're standing there. You don't have to do that with HeroScape. The figures are actually on the board, and all the terrain is on the board, and if you can see it, you can see it. So it's a very fun game. It's a pretty fast-paced game, and it's not terribly expensive. And I mean, the models come painted and not painted. You can do it either way. It's a fun game. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot more to. There's a lot. It's very simple with complexity, I guess is the way to put it. And it's pretty fast paced, and I like it a lot. We've been playing every Tuesday night. I guess the only two games I'm playing right now is HeroScape and HeroClix. Would like to play Lorcana, but I don't really want to do the competitive part of it. I like to we're supposed to have Pack Wars this Saturday, and I don't know that I'm gonna get to play because we were so heavily allocated. Everybody was on Lorcana this time around, and I don't know if we have enough product to be able to do that for me to participate. But I would have played in that. I would have sealed. Pack Wars, stuff like that's a lot of fun. My problem is I don't play it enough, so every time if I sit down, I've got to spend quite a bit of time remembering things, which can be a lot of fun or not fun, however you want to put it. So anyway, that's I got all those things coming up. It really sucks. I don't know how much I count on Nate being here until Nate's not here. But having somebody else talk is really, really, really nice. I didn't know until this morning that he wasn't going to be here. And I wished I'd had planned enough time to get somebody else at least on the phone or something like that. I'm going to look at something real quick. Okay. All right. So anyway, I was just looking at some messages real quick. My daughter has been working all day today and getting Auxxit out. She'll get some more out Monday, Tuesday. We had a really big auction, really good auction. I think people got some really good deals on Wednesday night. I was doing a comparison of what some of the stuff sold for versus what it's selling for elsewhere, and there were some steals. On the flip side of that, I also saw some things go a little bit higher than they normally do. So I mean, it's a mix, but overall, I was very happy. I think that there's opportunities for people to get really, really, really good deals. Now, George, how come you didn't buy a bundle? I'm very surprised you didn't buy a bundle for me. Bundles. I was looking at somebody today, for example, that bought. He and his buddy bought a WizKids kit, a case apiece from directly from WizKids. So they did it because WizKids had a special. If you bought a case, that you got a convention exclusive. So they got a zombie unicorn. So they paid full MSRP, which is for a case, which is going to be what, $400 for a case, right about $400 for a case because it's $200. Yeah, $400. So they paid $800 for a case. For 2 cases, and they got a zombie unicorn for free. They could have bought 2 cases from me for $366, which is what, $730 or $732. They could have got $732 cheaper than from WizKids, and got 2 retail chase boosters, 1 for each of them, for less price. So I don't know why people are not taking advantage of that. I hear you, George. I'm just used to you buying stuff like that. I'll be having the same bundle for X-Men 97. I'll be publishing it here pretty soon to where you for 366 you can get a case and a retail chase booster, which is a hell of a deal. I will also have a similar but different. I don't know what the price is yet going to be on it. So for when Strange Tales comes out, you're going to get the retail chase booster and a case, but I'm also going to include in what is it, Orgo will also be part of the deal, and it will Orgo. I believe that's right. But there'll be a little bit more money because I mean, honestly, you get a little bit more, but it's still going to be a hell of a deal. I mean, it's so you'll get all three things in a bundle deal for Strange Tales. You'll get the retail chase boosters, the case, and an Orgo for buying a case. But yeah, and I will continue doing that deal. You know, if the prices go up, the prices go up. But my plan is to continue doing that deal, and people are realizing it now. And I mean, we sold a lot, but I'm just surprised. There's a lot. I'm surprised that there's a lot more people not taking advantage of that deal because it is the best deal that I know of out there. I mean, 366, you get a case, which is by itself way below retail. Disconnect there, and is everything back? Disconnect there, and is everything back okay? Again, I just looked in the corner and I got a notification that the OBS Studio disconnected for a minute or for a few seconds. Is everybody here? Am I still here with everybody? Did I lose anybody in that process? Is it still going? If you can hear that, I would much appreciate somebody out there like George telling me everything's cool. Just curious. Also curious if it just went offline. You just lost me just for a second or so. Okay, good. All right, we got about 3 minutes left. Thank goodness, because I'm tired of talking. Until we get going, there's a few people. I see George is bidding. See, George, you do buy things still. These boosters seem to be a good price tonight too. I mean, I think that things are going pretty cheap. I don't know where everybody's at tonight, but there are definitely some cheaper boosters than normal. Yeah, I think that was because of disconnect. Hopefully it's okay now. So, let's see if we end right at 8 o'clock or if we're going to have some time over. Don't know. But I've got a bunch of goodies ready to go. I'm excited. I do enjoy opening up this set. There's a few more people online now. I think people now are starting to just jump in at the end. I don't know what's going on. I guess it's just we have a bad connect tonight. There's not much I can do about that. I just speak and sign, I guess. All right, 7:58. George, gonna miss you at Worlds. Where are you at right now? Didn't you tell me you were? Was it Europe or you're somewhere different? Where are you? Oh, are you in Japan? You're in China. That's what it is. Yeah, you're in China. Yeah. Where at in China? Are you in Hong Kong or are you somewhere else? George works for Filipino Airlines, so I imagine he's there for business. Yeah, that'd be something. I don't even know where it is in China. I mean, China is huge. You could be further away from the Furiclix factory than you are in the Philippines. China's so big. Babysitting an aircraft. Okay. Never heard of that. I have no idea where that's at. Do you speak Chinese, George? No, you speak English. Okay, the auction just ended, so just near Hong Kong. Okay. So do you speak Chinese? Oh, I did get it out. Only a little bit. It's difficult to speak. Now, another thing, I don't know if how many of you guys have opened up boosters yet for Lantern Legacy. One thing that I did notice that was a positive thing in opening these things up is they're much easier to open. Not here, but when you're popping the figures out, it seemed to me to be very much easier. So I'm throwing a legacy card into the bounty pile. We're starting brand new. I'll throw some stuff in it in just a second. Get all of these out first. But opening up the boosters is the same, but popping them out of the little, the plastic little, I don't know what you want to call them, but those seem to be a lot easier. They seem to pop out. They seem to be just as protected as always, but they seem to pop out a lot easier, and I like that. I like that they're easier. Okay, let me get these numbered, and then we'll throw some stuff in the prize pile. Then we will pick a bounty figure. Alrighty. What is today's date? 8 what? It is 8/29. Okay. Let's throw some stuff in here. WKO prize. Set the Flash. Let's throw in a Marquee Invincible Iron Man. Let's throw in a team up card. We have a Wonder Woman team up card from JLU. Let's throw in a tarot card. We have a Hierophant from X of Swords. We have a Ragnarok Surtur from Hammer of Thor. I have a Taskmaster from Chaos Wars. I have a Cosmic Hulk from Incredible Hulk. And last but not least, we have a Recorder 211 from Guardians of the Galaxy. And all right, we need to now we need to pick up. We need to choose. We need to choose a bounty figure. So everybody needs to nominate a bounty figure. The first two I see that are the same will be the bounty figure. So nominate away, guys. I need you to participate. Now, Nicole used to be our expert on picking bounty figures, but she hasn't been doing that in a while. So I think she's gotten busy on Friday night. I don't know. I'm going to talk to somebody about getting her involved with us again on Friday night. She's here, but she said she was doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something. All right, come on, guys. Need a bounty figure. Nominate. Need you to nominate a bounty figure. Let's go. I don't think you guys want to just stare at me the rest of the night. Let's nominate. There we go. Flash. Super Rares, the very first one. I need a second nomination on Flash or something else. Don't have a lot of people in the room, so speak up, guys. If you can hear me, speak up. Give me a sec. Oh. You can't well, you nominated once. You can't nominate twice. I mean, you can, but it don't count. Come on, George. Nominate something. Or tell me Flash so I can get going. Flash is actually a pretty good one. If somebody didn't speak up pretty soon, I'm going with the Flash. Flash. Thank you, George. All right, number one. We are off and running now. Good luck, everybody. Again, the bounty figure is Flash. And let's see what we get. Oh my God. You guys are not going to believe this. Booster number one. Oh my. All right, so we got a Avarice of the Orange one shot. We have a Despotellis, uncommon. We have an Orange Sword. We have a Hal Jordan common, B. We have a Spectre common, and we have a super rare Flash. Hey, Gracie. So we got that right off the bat. I don't know who had booster number one, but if you got booster number one, you have a Flash. I guess I need to look to make sure everything is sold. Wouldn't that be some crap? Let me make sure everything is sold real quick. Whoops. Let's pretend to put something up for sale. Shop. Hits. Nope, don't want to add an event. Wait a minute, that actually will work. Auction. All right, cool. Everything's sold. So we do number one. I don't know who had booster number one, but congrats. You have the. Oh, I need to hold that out. Let me go ahead and put that in something else. So I had a box. Where'd the box go? Oh, here we go. So we'll put that in there. This will be the bounty. So if you're there, whoever's got number one, speak up and let me know if you want me to open up your legacy card. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. And you can come on later, and I can you can let me know, and I will open it for you. Going once, going twice. All right, it's going in the box. If you coming along late and you hear that and you want me to open it, I will. Otherwise, it's coming to you sealed. All right, number two. Yeah, we haven't had one that quick in a while. So we're not looking for the bounty anymore, but we are looking for chases and primes and super rares and other good stuff. Now I had to fight this guy the other night too. He's pretty good. That's Lex. I got him in that one. All right, so I got a legacy card, Violet Sword. And I've got a Red Lantern Recruit. I played with him. He's a good piece. Black Lantern in Reeminent. Lex Luthor. He's really good. He's in a sealed. He's a good piece to. He's tough to deal with. And we got a Hal Jordan uncommon. I hit him on the first shot, and I had the Hal Jordan. I hit him, and I rolled a 10 to hit him, and I couldn't be probbed, and so I hit him, and that made it a crit hit because I had the Hal Jordan and then Hal Jordan got to do a free running shot, and Hal hit him again. So when I played the Lex, I hit him hard on to the first turn, and it kind of set the game up. All right, number 3. When you get hit hard like that, you're fighting uphill the rest of the game, and so when I hit that Lex that hard, he just never could recover. All right, so I got a one-shot Rage of the Red. I've got a Kyle Rayner uncommon, a red sword, a Cyborg Superman, a Space Dolphin, and a Hal Jordan common ape. The Cyborg Superman is a really good piece, and it's sealed also. It's hard to knock him off. All right, we're going to number 4. Wow, it's been a while since I've had to pick 2 bounty figures in one night. We got the Atom common. We've got a Green Lantern LO42 legacy card. We got an Orange Lantern construct. We got a Hal Jordan rare, the Spectre uncommon, and we have a construct yellow chain. All right, moving on to number 5. I got to play with this guy the other night too. He did really. Oh, both these guys. This actually looks like a booster I may have had that I chose out of. All right, so you got the Sinestro Corp Recruit common. You got a Space Dolphin common, and then you got a Batman uncommon, 018B. Really good. I played him at full dial. He did really good for me. Then you got Soundwave Orange, and then you got Rot Lot Fan, which is, I couldn't remember his name, but that's the guy that did a lot of stuff for me. He's really good. Lines of Fire, can't see, he's got special willpower rolls, sees into hindering terrain, and he's got good attack values and everything else. He's the guy that I opened up with Lex, hit Lex with a crit, so it crit, Lex took 5 off the bat, then Hal, and I had his defense outwitted, so he had 5 straight through right off the bat, and then Hal followed up and did more damage. And then the guy tried to heal him. He had a healer on his team, and that was cool, except he rolled a 1 on healing, and I just was after him. I was just chasing him, coming at him hard the rest of the game. All right, so this is booster number 6. And my whole team is coming across, because this is the other, but the other 2 boosters were the first part of the team I played Wednesday night, and here's the other 2 figures. I had a Des Travis as my 4th figure on the team. I had Gethnet, 004B common, Sinestro Corpse ring, and we had a Beast Boy common, and I had the ring also, and I put the ring on Des Travis, so I had the double perplex or the single perplex. And then last but not least, whoever has booster number 6, congratulations. This is the Hal Jordan I was just talking about. That the 10 attacks came up quite a bit, where they turned them into critical hits, more than I thought that they would have. Opening attack against Lex, that's what happened, and then he got a free attack onto onto Lex. So he's fun to play with. I don't know if he's meta or not. I don't think he is, but he's not a bad piece. All right, number 7. Number 7. Oh, another good piece. All right, so whoever has number 7 might be happier than the person that had number 6, who got the chase. So in this one, you got Batman common, you got a Green Lantern recruit common, you got a Hal Jordan uncommon, you got a white bat, and you got a John Stewart prime, super rare. So that's pretty good. All right, moving on to number 8. Well, you had 6 and 7? How about that, Gracie? That's a good night. Gracie got the chase and the prime. Damn, Gracie. That's awesome. All right, so we have Charge the Ring one piece. This is booster number 8. I've got a Arquillo, 029A rare. I've got a Red Lantern ring. I've got a Sandman, who is also another interesting character in this set that we might see some play with him. And I got a Dog common. I got a Question common, which is, along with Sandman, I think somebody that might see some play in the meta. Those are 2 really good figures. Number 9. All right, number 9. Huh. Number 9 is going to be happy. Number 9. This is a good pack too. Told you, man, I love this set. All right, so number 9, we have a Zed uncommon. We have a Kyle Rayner common, C. We have a Sornek Natuk uncommon. We have a Legacy card, Johnny Thunder. We have a God Killer Sword, which is pretty darn good, and we got another Prime, second Prime in this brick. You have a Lobo Prime, which is a great piece. We are going to see Lobo Prime being played in the meta. I guarantee you, Lobo Prime is meta. Guarantee you. Number 10. Another good pack. Now this is interesting for a different reason. We have a Green Lantern themed pack here. So this is all Green Lantern. So you got the Green Lantern ring, Jessica Cruz B version. You got Gnort rare. You got a Guardian common. You got a power battery for the Green Lantern battery, and you got a Green Lantern recruit. That's pretty good too. That was number 10. Number 11. Telling you, man, this set's good. All right, we have a power battery for the blue. We also have a chain for the blue. We have a Sinestro Corps common, an Alan Scott rare, a Scar 019A uncommon, a Batman common, and that's it. I don't think there's been a booster come by that I, at least play-wise, I couldn't have made something out of. It's good stuff. All right, last booster in this brick. We have number 12 and number 12 gets a Kyle Rayner uncommon, a Red Letter Recruit common, a Kyle Rayner rare, a Black Animate common, a Kyle Rayner team up card 002E1, and a Ultraviolet construct bat. I wonder if I want to get a booster that says you got a Kyle Rayner, 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 you got a Kyle Rayner team up. I want to get a booster that is just a Kyle Rayner booster or a Hal Jordan booster. I don't know if there's such a thing exists, but I just want to do it. I mean, you can put the Hal Rayner, Hal Jordan Chase, and all the Hal Rayner. I think that'd be kind of cool. All right, so I'm gonna do this first. Let's get another bounty started for the next one. I'll add in the legacy in a second. I have a Kazar. Kazar is out of Incredible Hulk, I think. Yep, out of Incredible Hulk. I have another team up. This one is going to be a Green Lantern team up out of JLU. I have a Sasquatch Prime out of Iron Man. I've got a Black Panther. This is out of Civil War, one of the prizes out of Civil War. I've got a Beast out of Uncanny X-Men, and then I've got a I'm gonna put a tarot card in there too, and then I got a Nightmare out of Amazing Spider-Man. And let's grab this one. I've got a Magician tarot card, and I'm also going to put this in here. I've got an Antimanium ball and chain out of the Mighty Thor set. All right, so let's grab this other booster, our other brick with boosters. You guys go ahead and start naming a new bounty figure while I'm doing this. I need somebody name the bounty figure. Flash was the winner in the first go around. Here's a legacy card going in. Need a super rare, guys. Somebody just won with Flash. So I don't recommend a Flash, but who knows, it could be one. Animal Man, there we go. First nomination for Animal Man. That's a good one. That's one of the better figures in this set. Animal Man again, so Animal Man it is. Let's mix these up a little bit. Round and round and do-si-do. Where they go, who the hell knows? All right, that should do it. I think we said today was 8/29. Get my marker. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Let me change that. 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 8, 29, 8, 29, 8, 29, 9, 29, 8, 29, 29, 8, 29. All right. All right, guys, good luck. Again, our bounty figure is Animal Man, which Animal Man is a good figure to pull, period, much less be a bounty figure. That's one of the more desired figures in the set. It's going to be fun. I think we'll see him in the meta. And well, we're starting off hot. So again, booster number 1 was a good booster. So whoever's got booster number 1, or booster number 14 rather, is going to be happy. We have a black, okay. We have a theme booster, another theme booster. Didn't notice it till just now. We have a Black Lantern themed booster. So everything in here is Black Lantern. We got a Black Lantern reanimate. We have the Black Lantern legacy card for the power battery. We have a Batman uncommon. We have a Black Lantern ring. We have the Spectre 024B uncommon, and we do have the Chase Black Hand himself. So whoever had that, whoever had this booster, that's a good pull. I like these theme boosters. I know the red and the black come with a Chase. The green we just saw a while ago did not come with a Chase. I don't know if there's any. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't know if I've seen. I don't know if I've seen yellow or not. I don't know if they did all the colors or just a few of the colors as far as theme goes. All right, moving on to booster number 14. We have a Soundwave Red, Despotellis uncommon. We have a one-shot Who's Franken Next, Gnort rare, Guardian common, Question common. All right, number 15. Let's see if we're going to get 2 bounties tonight. Well, good booster. Good stuff. We have a Sinestro Court Recruit, a Spectre common, a Kyle Rayner uncommon 017B, Mongol super rare, a Green Lantern ring, and a Fatality legacy card. Number 16. Number 16, we have a Rise of the Black one-shot, a White Lantern ring, a Lara 023B. We have a Gambler rare, a Hal Jordan 001C, Orange Lantern Construct common. Got at least 2 more super rares in here. Hopefully one of them's Animal Man. We got number 17. Oh, 17. We got a Batman common, a Sinestro Corps Recruit common, a Sonar super rare. That's our other super rare. We got 1 more left. We got a Sornik Natu uncommon and a Soundwave, Indigo Soundwave, and we also got a Sinestro Corp power battery legacy card. Number 18. Number 18. Number 18, we have a Team Up Superman Chase Team Up card. We have an Ultraviolet Lantern Ring. We have a Guy Gardner Rare, a Kyle Rayner Uncommon, Adam Common, and a Jessica Cruz 022A Common. Number 19. We have a Kyle Rayner Common 02D. We have a Parallax Hal Jordan Legacy card. Then we also have a Hal Jordan 001A Common, a Lex Luthor Rare, Hal Jordan 016B Uncommon, and then we have a chain, a green chain construct. Number 20. No, one thing, we pulled a lot of rings tonight, so everybody should be having some rings coming to them. We have a Sinestro Court Recruit Common, a Scar Uncommon, a Rotlop Fan Rare, a Hal Jordan Uncommon, and a Blue Lantern Ring, along with a Dexstar Legacy card. Number 21. Alrighty. We have a Chain Violet, a Sinestro Super Rare, a Des Trevius 020B, a Space Lantern Dolphin, Space Dolphin, sorry, not a Space Lantern, a Power Battery Star Sapphire, and a Green Lantern Recruit. I think the recruits and stuff like that out of this set is much better. They are much better than the recruits that we saw in War of Light. I think these recruits are pretty darn good. I mean, they're cheap, they can damage, they're good taxis, they have some other good abilities. They're pretty good. All right, so we got, this is booster number 22. I got a Dog Common, Laura 023A Uncommon, Space Dolphin Common, Joe Mullen Rare, and a Soundwave Ultraviolet, plus a Mira Ryam Legacy card. Number 23. Number 23. We have a Scar Team Up card. We have a Soundwave Yellow. We have a Hal Jordan 039 Rare, Beast Boy Uncommon, this is a dog, and Orange Lantern Construct, and Adam Common. Got one left. I'm skeptical that we're going to pull the Bounty figure, pull an Animal Man, because I'm pretty sure we've already pulled through 3 super rares, but I'm not 100% sure. So this bounty's gonna carry over into next week. So we have a Kyle Rayner team-up card, a Spectre common, a Sandman uncommon, Red Leonard recruit common, Alan Scott rare, and we have a blue construct bat. That would be it, guys. I am going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm not in a rush tonight like I usually am. I actually ate before I came, but I'm going to go home and get some rest, watch some football, get up, run a pre-release in the morning, go home and watch the Alabama football game, and then just watch football all day. That's my plans through Saturday. Sunday, I'm going to do some work. Good night, everybody. Enjoyed it. And we will not have a show next week. I will be at the Alliance show on Friday night, so I won't be running a show. So it'll be 2 weeks before I'm back with you guys. You guys have a good night.